today I'm doing 2 tutorials, and the first one I'm going to do right now is how I apply my Bare Minerals foundation, and that's the foundation that I wear in the warmer months and in the summer. I find that it really holds up well to the humidity, and if I'm sweating or anything like that. Even if it's raining outside, if you get water on your makeup, it's not going to like smudge. If your eyes tear up, it's not going to, run down your face. It really is good for that. So the first thing I did was I applied my Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. And then I've already put some primer on my face, because when you use a mineral foundation, you really want to smooth everything out with a primer. And I just got this yesterday. It's called the Rimmel Fix and Perfect. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's pretty affordable, and I will show you what it looks like in case you haven't seen it. It just looks kind of orangey and kind of scary, but it blends out really nice, and then you won't even be able to see that color. And it smells really good too. Kind of has a light florally kind of scent. So see, it just blends into your skin really nice and makes everything nice and smooth. So I've already done that, moisturizer and primer, and now I'm going to conceal using Bare Minerals Multitasking. It's called Bisque. I've showed you this before in another tutorial. There's a little pot, but it has so much product in there that I don't think you'd be able to use that up too quickly. So I just poured it into a cap, and I'm swirling it around on a 217 brush. And it's called the Multitasking Mineral, so you can use it as a primer or you can use it as, a concealer, and it does have a pinky tone to it, so I'm just going to use it right underneath my eye on the blue colors. Use it around the nose. Got a lot of redness around my mouth. I'm going to put it up on my lid too, just to even out any discoloration. Alright, and the next thing I'm going to do, and this foundation comes with a foundation brush like that, but it's really scratchy and kind of stiff. It's really good for getting the color on, but it's not very comfortable, so I'm just going to use my Kirkland flat top brush. It's the synthetic bristles, and it's really soft. It's not as stiff as the other one, but it does the job really well. So I'm just going to get that onto the brush. I'm just swirling it around in the cap. And then I just go for it all over the face. Over the eyes, over everything. Just buff it in. Alright, I'm going to keep doing that and get it all over my face, and then I will be right back. I guess I should show you guys this part. The container, if you've never seen it before, this is just the little size that comes when you order it through the mail. You can go and buy a full-size container, but this is a smaller one, and it has a little sifter, and you just kind of dump it into your cap. Mine's running out, so that's why I'm banging on it. It's running out. You dump it into your cap, and then you swirl it around on your brush. Tap off the excess. But this is the part I want to show you. Just when you're putting your foundation on, just make sure always to blend it down into your neck, so you don't have a two-tone thing going on. Did you hear that? Two-tone thing going on. Anyhow, I'm really loving the way that this brush makes my skin look. It's looking pretty flawless right now. Kind of airbrushy. Oops, my husband just dropped something. What was that?
No, nothing, just my computer.
Uh-oh, the laptop fell. So that's what I do. I just kind of buff it around all the way around, and all the areas that you feel like you need a little bit more coverage on, just put a little more product on the brush and just keep buffing it over that area. It is buildable, and it is full coverage. And something I think I should mention is when you use, this is just the regular minerals So it kind of has like a little bit of a dewiness look to it. I don't want to say it's like shimmer, but it does look, it's not matte. It kind of gives you that dewy look, which I really like in the summer, and it's going to go really well with the look that I'm going to do afterwards. Okay. Okay, so now I have a pretty blank canvas to start with. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is make sure that I put something on my lips so that by the time I'm done putting my makeup on, that my lips are nice and soft and ready for lipstick, and that's my Lip Medics. Okay, and then on my eyebrows, I'm going to be using my Milani Brow Fix Kit. I've already today kind of trimmed up my brows a little bit and plucked around like any strays or anything. So if you want to see how I do that, I would be more than happy to do a tutorial for you on that. Just ask. So okay, I showed this to you before, but it has this little thing in here that you flip up. I have a little brush that I dropped it and it fell down the drain, so that kind of stinks, but it has a little mirror in there. So I'm going to go into the dark brown today. Just a little bit on the brush, tap off the excess. I'm just going to go right into the underneath of my brow and bring it up. And anywhere you see like a gap, you just kind of fill it in. Okay, and then the same on the other side. Have a little nick right here that I went too crazy with the scissors. Just gonna fill that in. I'm gonna go in a little bit with the middle light color because I think it's a little bit too dark. But then I'm gonna go through it with this little spoolie and it will blend it all together and make it look nice. So that's how I do it. Everybody, I guess, has their own way that they do things, but that's the way that I do it. And then I'm just going through it with a little spoolie just to kind of blend it all and make it look a little more natural. Okay, go on to my tutorial for, I'm going to be using the 88 Metal Mania palette that I got from Coastal Scents. I keep looking over here because I have a little mirror behind the camera to make sure that I am still in the frame because I have a tendency to drift off out of the frame. So okay, today I'm going to be using the 88 Metal Mania palette, and I'm not going to be doing it in this video. I'm just going to end this one and then start a new video just so that they aren't so long. But this is the palette I'm going to be using, and a couple of colors from the regular 88 palette. So that it's daylight right now, so I think you can get a pretty good idea of what these colors look like. Alrighty.